All right, guys. Hope everyone's fantastic. I am finally back. I know it's been a couple weeks. I took the last week off because it was just a three-game series after the All-Star break. This is episode 16 here. Tigers have now played 100 games. They have 46 and 54 through 100. Since I've talked to you last, they took 2 out of 3 in Seattle, 3 out of 4 in Kansas City, and they only took one at home against the Padres over the weekend, and then they had a makeup game today. They won 5-1 against the Giants. So since I've talked to you last, that's 2-1, 5-2, 6-3. The last 10 they were 7-3 in their last 10. So just a little quick math there, guys. 7-3 in their last 10. Yeah, I mean, you can't really complain about that. That's a great stretch of 10 games. If you could do that the rest of the way through the uh, 10 game increments, you're going to be looking pretty damn good. Um, like I said, they're 46 and 54 through 100. Our rotation's finally healthy. We have Scooble, Manning, Erod, Lorenzen, and Resource, and we also have Alex Fado sprinkled in there sometimes. So we almost have a six-man rotation with some bullpen help as well if needed. And the bullpen's been really good, especially the back end. Foley and Lang, you just know when they get the ball, you feel confident right now, and you have all year with them, especially Foley. And Shreve's been a nice piece, although sometimes Shreves gets a little shaky, but overall he's been pretty damn good. He could be a trade piece. We also have Cisnero, who, for the most part, after April has been really pretty locked in, except for the game on Saturday. We got pummeled by San Diego, but nobody looked good that game. So you throw that one in the trash and you just get rid of it, basically. So we got 62 left. We're 46 and 54. We are sitting 7 games out of first, 3 games behind the Guardians for second. Guardians lost tonight against the Royals. The damn Twins should have lost to the Mariners, but the Twins walked them off in extras. Correo base hit to end it, but that's besides the point. We're 7 back right now of first, 3 games back of second. I just want to see us continue to win series and continue rolling here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the next week because the trade deadline is August 1st, which is next. I believe it's next Tuesday at 4 o'clock is the trade deadline. It ends after that, August 1st. So Scott Harris has about a week to navigate these things. I think if you're asking me, what do I think Scott Harris does? Minimally, I think Erod's going to be gone. He's got an opt out after this year. I don't see Erod staying. I think he opts out. So that being said, you can't let him walk for nothing. You want to get something for him. I think Erod is going to be gone. Lorenzen, on the other hand, people are saying you can trade him. Yes, you can. He's on a one-year deal. He'd be a rental for a team as well that needs a starting pitcher for the stretch. But at the same time, I think you can sign him 3 years, and I'd feel comfortable having him in this rotation as a 2-3 guy. I mean, I think Scooble's your ace. Let's be honest. I think Scooble's the ace. Um, I think this is where I would go: Scooble, Manning, um, Lorenzen, Mize, and then you also have Turnbull's Fade. You got a lot of pitching. I mean, so my other thing is, it's not even if you did trade a couple pieces like pitching wise, and you got some bats back, that I would consider that almost buying in a strategic way because you have the pitching right now that you can sell a couple arms and still have really good pitching, and you obviously need a couple more bats in this lineup probably to be more consistent, especially a couple middle hitters like maybe a 5-6 guy. Um, and as for Javier Baez, there's no trade value there in my opinion. He's probably going to stay here. Does he opt out at the end of the year? Now that's going to be an interesting subject as the season approaches a close, but right now, I just don't see him opting out. I think he stays here for the full contract. He's not going to get any more money than he is right here going anywhere else, unless he really hates it in Detroit, where he just wants a new change of scenery, and he's okay to take a little bit of a pay cut. That'd be the only reason I see him leaving. It'll be interesting to see what he does, but at the same time, I don't think Scott Harris is going to be able to pull a trade off with him. I just don't think there's any value there for it. We'll see what Scott does. We'll see what Scotty H has planned up here for the next weeks because next video I make, which will be next Monday, July 31st, which is an off day for Detroit, be interesting to see if any moves have been made because the deadline will be the following day at 4 p.m. So that being said, I think this division's still winnable. I know you're 7 back. You're thinking, okay, last time I talked to you, they're about 5. They were 5.5 last time I talked to you, so they lost a game. They lost a game and a half in the standings, which really isn't a lot over the last. It's been almost 2 weeks now. And the Tigers have played every day since the All-Star break. They have their next off day is Monday, July 31st. So I know just keep winning games, winning series. That's the goal for me. The deadline is going to be interesting because that's in a week. How does this team look August 1st when they start a series against Pittsburgh that night in Pittsburgh? Who's on this roster still, and what moves have been made because the deadline will be over at that point. That'd be interesting to see. And then August is an important month. Finish July strong. August is an important month. You got Twins for 6. Guardians sprinkled in there, Astros, Tampa Bay. You got some pretty tough series. You got a lot of games against the Central, the teams that are ahead of you. So August is your chance to make it through ground if you can finish off July strong and stay in this thing, which you're capable of absolutely. And I think Matt Verling, McKinstry, Green, Twerk, and Kerry Carpenter are all part of the future. Those 5 guys, I think, in the lineup for the next 3-4 years. It can lead us to a pennant race. And this year, you're still in it. You don't know what's going to happen. There's still 62 games left. So we're still got 2 full months of baseball. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how things shake out. And I'm running long here. I'm approaching 7 minutes. I know that. Miggy's also contributed. Really, when the pitching's on and your offense gets some timely hitting, this team is capable. There's some games where it looks like, okay, most games that we've lost close game wise, our offense has let us down, but our pitching's been pretty damn good all year, except for a couple outliers here and there. But overall, it's been fantastic pitching wise, and if we can just get some consistent offense going forward the rest of the way, I mean, we're going to be in this race, I think, and it's exciting to just stay excited through August. I mean, it's like the last 2 or 3 years. By this time, we're like, oh my god, we're like 16 plus games back. We're like, the season's a lost cause. Like, we're right in the thick of this thing still, and it's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun right now watching this team on a daily basis. I got tickets to Tuesday and Wednesday's game, which is going to be my 24th to 25th game of the year in Detroit. I do a lot of games down there. A lot of fun. The atmosphere is great. It's always fun to see them win, obviously. But at the same time, it's been great, and I'm looking forward to it. So, Angels for 3. And then we go to Miami for 3, and then I will talk to you guys next Monday after these next 6 games. Hopefully, we can at least go 4-2, which wins both series. And take care, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching episode 16, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Have a great one, everybody. Take care of yourselves.